Welcome to the Instant Trivia Podcast, episode 1748, where we ask the best trivia on the internet. Let's get started. What does an electroencephalogram show? Answer: electrical activity in the brain. What character from the Beverly Hillbillies had the same name as Moses' father-in-law in the Bible? Jethro. In what 1967 film did Gene Hackman earn his first Oscar nomination? Bonnie and Clyde. Which original song from Titanic won an Oscar in 1997? My Heart Will Go On. Who is the target of the Terminator in the original 1984 movie of the same name? Sarah Connor. Which is the only one of the seven dwarfs without a beard? Dopey. What was Bobby Boris Pickett's backing band? The Crypt Kickers. What comedic duo of the 1920s and 1930s were real-life best friends? Laurel and Hardy. With which sport would you associate Colin Montgomery? Golf. What artist's first greatest hits album was named The Immaculate Collection? Madonna's. What organ filters blood and helps regulate salt and water levels? Kidney. What two letters in American Sign Language require a finger movement? J and Z. Who introduced her most famous formula on the appropriate date of May 5th, 1921? Coco Chanel. What South American country is home to Atacama Desert? Chile. Which continent would you find the Strait of Magellan in? South America. Which land mammal has the most teeth? Giant armadillo. What future Broadway hit closed in Boston rather than obey a court order to cut the nudity in 1970? Hair? What title was Henri Matisse's Harmony in Red originally commissioned under? Answer: the painting was originally commissioned in blue. Matisse was dissatisfied with the result and repainted the entire painting red. What was the name of Phil Collins's first solo album? Face Value. What is the fear of politicians known as? Politicophobia. What did Bob Ross specialize in doing? Painting. Which character is the only survivor of Ahab's ship at the end of Moby Dick? Ishmael. What toy company launched the Barbie doll in 1959? Mattel Inc. What iPhone models were announced and released in 2017? iPhone 8, 8 Plus and X. What is the liquid component of blood called? Plasma. Who drinks Tim's lava lamp in the 1999 movie My Favorite Martian? Martin. What biblical object may be a King James Version mistranslation of a robe with long sleeves? Joseph's coat of many colors. What device controlled the air-fuel mixture in automobile engines before the advent of fuel injection? The carburetor. The Sam Maguire Cup is played for in which sport? Gaelic football. How would the number 10 be expressed in binary notation? 1010. Who recorded the song One of These Nights? Eagles. In what country would you find the mouths of the Amazon River? Brazil. Entry of the Gladiators is best known as the song that is heard when where? At the circus. What is the standard unit of kinetic energy? Joule. What screen legend made his final appearance in the movie The Score? Marlon Brando. About what percentage of the adult human body is made of water? Answer 60%. Some parts are more watery than others. For example, the lungs are about 83% water, whereas bones are 31% water. In chess, which piece only moves diagonally? The bishop. Peter Wolf was the lead singer and frontman of what band during the 1970s and early 1980s? Jay Giles Band. Who succeeded Anthony Eden as Prime Minister in 1957? Harold Macmillan. Who was the American ambassador to the United Nations during the Cuba Missile Crisis? Adlai Stevenson. In the film Goodfellas, what airline is robbed? Lufthansa. On Homeland Security's color-coded advisory system, what does the color blue mean? Guarded, second from the bottom. Which river did Washington cross on Christmas night 1776? Delaware River. What are the 3 official languages of Luxembourg? Answer: French, German, and Luxembourgish. What color is known as vert on a coat of arms? Green. What major does David Bowie's Space Oddity refer to? Major Tom. Before being sold, to which country did the web suffix "me" belong to? Montenegro. Who participated on the side of the Earp brothers in the shootout at the OK Corral in 1881? Doc Holliday. A capuchin is a species of what type of animal? Monkey. Which country in the Indian Ocean is home to an underwater waterfall? Mauritius. Unfortunately, it's only an optical illusion. What looks like a waterfall when seen from above is actually sand and silt moving along an ocean shelf. That's the end of the show. Thanks for listening. Come back tomorrow for more exciting trivia.